Cool.
That's it.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel RHPK. Very often we ask questions: how, why, when, and there is more questions than only these three. And on my channel I am trying to find the answer to that questions, because me personally, I ask that questions very often. Every time I'm coming to the karting circuit, car circuit, racing event, I always have that questions. Today I'm visiting House, and the championship, which you already know, is RHPK House Pro Kart Championship, and this is round number 1. This season I want to film RHPK from round number 1 to all the way round number 9, which is final round, which is happening in November. Also, I don't want to only film the championship, also I want to find the answers to that questions. I want to make my channel, it is about go-karts already, but I want to make the channel informative. I want to get as much as possible information from these guys. I know we already found information about House. We found the racing line and lots of useful information about this circuit. But now I want to speak more in details about pro karts, about preparation, how to prepare yourself to the every round, about go-karts, how to set up, how to... Guys, lots and lots of things which I want to find out. I'm not gonna name all of them in this video. Keep following my channel. If you don't want to miss the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to press that bell, and every time when I post new video you will receive notification. So keep eye on my videos, comment it. If you want to know something, put it in the comments down below, and I'll make sure that I'll ask drivers, and I'll make sure that I answer your question, or I'll make sure if I gave you wrong information, I'll make sure I correct that information. I found the right answer. So guys, RHPK at House, let's begin. Right, so we're starting already, yeah?
Alrighty, rightio.
Van is empty.
Left to the van.
Which one?
This one. So, walk it out a little bit. We lift it straight and take it outside. The back of the cart go, yeah, that's it, round there. Rest. Too far forward there.
Oh, these monkeys engines.
These are the famous Thelma and Louise.
yeah, remember.
Very nice girls they are, very fast.
Where you want to put this in a van, yeah?
No,
Oh, on the car.
Got like a surgeon putting these on.
Look, Taylor Norton. Okay guys, so drivers finished their practice session. They done 2 practice sessions, and when they're at the pit lane at the moment, so I want to go there and let's just meet them. Let's just see who there. Yeah guys, let's go to the pit lane and let's have a chat to the drivers. And also I want to find out how they prepare it for the new season and what kind of preparation they did in that 2 months. Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to 2019 RHPK. We're going to have another fantastic year. With a slight delay on starting this because of one awning, but also people delayed in getting fuel. We won't penalise today, but next month it will be 1 o'clock, 100%. So if you're not ready by 1 o'clock, we will penalise you guys. We're going to try to get away a little bit earlier today in terms of the race start. So we've got the track from 2 o'clock. So after qualifying, what I suggest you guys do is keep the karts in the pit lane. If you can effectively just come up to where the pit lane exit is. We're going to do a couple laps in the Mike Mark tribute, and then we're going to try and get one big photo of all of us like we did last year in front of the gantry just before the start of the race. I just want to say big thanks to Kelvin, who's just come back from, where's it, Kelvin?
Philippines.
He's hard work for his charity over there. It's a fantastic job, so big round of applause. Kelvin.
Alright guys, well I mean really it should be me who thanks you, because if you've seen the photos of the finished classroom, that came in at approximately £7,231, and if you think that we raised £4,000 at Buckmore Park last October, then you guys contributed the best part of half of the cost of building that classroom. So congratulations and thanks very much on behalf of 1,200 kids in the school. You know, we're deeply grateful. Thank you very much indeed. Technically, we've got a few bits and pieces just to clear up. There were some issues with clutches. So the technical regulations, which you're probably familiar with, have already been superseded. A new regulation was issued by the MSA yesterday, March the 1st, for the regulations to come in on March the 1st, which has pictures of the clutches that can be used, and only the clutches that are pictured can be used.
Standing start, 2 formation laps, stop on the grid, and then exactly the same as the standing starts we did last round. Okay, so once everyone's lined up, the marshal's happy down there that everyone's in the correct position. 2 red lights, as soon as they turn green, away you go. Okay, that is the good news. The bad news, long story short, they've cocked up the dates a little bit. We haven't got an ambulance this afternoon.
Don't crash.
Is there anyone that, upon hearing that, doesn't plan on getting in a kart and still racing this afternoon? Well, we haven't got one. There's a handful of first aiders here. I mean, if we can avoid that being necessary, because I don't really fancy it.
And it's great that we've been able to get this organised and have a fitting tribute to Mike March. And after this, we will go down and take our group photo on the track, the start-finish line. So,
Mark, we had a tribute lap for Michael March.
Yeah.
Tell for viewers a little bit about Michael.
So Michael, I think joined the series in 2006 or towards the end. He used to be a Senna Cup driver over the other side. Met some really, got involved with the whole RHPK, ethic and kind of, really kind of, well, made a lot of friends.
Yeah, unfortunately, at the start of 2018, he passed away. So big shock just before the last year March round. So yeah, so we're obviously paying tributes today. Paid tribute last year. So fantastic guy, really, everything that we, aspire to from a driver's perspective. He was there, so really good, and put together a really good team as well. So one of the family.
Thanks mate. Guys, so this was the tribute lap for Michael March. Unfortunately, during the break between practice and qualifying, I hadn't time to chat to the drivers because they went straight away. They went to the briefing. So now I have a time between qualifying and between race start. I have a time to chat to the drivers. And just now I can see the gentleman, he's named Kelvin, and he's doing today's scrutineering, and he's checking all the go-karts that everything would be legal and by the rules. And now I'll try to have a few words with him. Kelvin, first of all, can you tell me how is the season 2019 looks like?
Well, it's a bit early to say, but you might say all the usual culprits are roughly where you might expect them to be in terms of qualifying, and that's the first indication of what we're going to see for this season. Obviously, a few drivers have changed different teams, but generally, I guess right now I'm looking and seeing pretty much what you would expect to see. But it's a different thing in the race, and obviously as the season progresses, things will happen. People will understand more about their karts, their tyres and things. So it's too early to say, but it's looking like a very exciting season.
And do we have a lot of new teams?
We've got a few new teams. I haven't had a chance to really make my acquaintance with some of the new boys, having only arrived recently back from the Philippines. But yeah, there's one or two new teams, I believe, and I say a lot of them are just different faces in different teams.
Listen, and because I know that you are you're doing scrutiny, you're checking today the go-karts.
That's right, yes.
And you also as the person who in charge of this event.
Well, not I'm in charge of the clerk of the course is always in charge of the event. I actually write the technical regulations for this, the technical regulations of this engine. So that's sort of my function. Come on later in the race is inspecting the engines to make sure they all comply with the regulations that I write.
And one more final question, because
sure.
you mentioned about Philippines,
yes.
and I know you've done a charity there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Can you tell us about it?
Well, very briefly, my wife and I spend the most part of the year raising money. We have a charity event at Buckmore Park in October, which a lot of these drivers take part in. And with that money that we've raised, we then go out to the Philippines and we're building classrooms and equipping classrooms with their requirements. This year we've built a new classroom, built a safe compound, increased the washing facilities, tiled a couple of rooms. We bought LCD screens for some of the classrooms. Quite a few different things we get up to while we're there.
So that classrooms, this is for kids' education?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
nice one. And if anyone interested to donate money there, where they can find information?
They can go on our website, which is the Philippine-schools-project.org, and you can donate from that. We also have a Facebook page, the same Philippine Schools Project, and you can donate from there.
Brilliant. Kelvin, thank you very much for all this information.
No problem.
I'm going to go forward as the drivers, and thank you very much, and have a good day today.
Yeah, cheers, you too.
Guys, so information about Kelvin's donation website I will leave in the description down below, and also I will leave the Facebook page. And looks like I don't have, oh no, I still have a time, so let's go, let's have a chat with the drivers.
These chassis flex.
Yeah.
So you need that movement, and we have a little bit of play in the axle as well.
All right.
Because this is a floating tailgate caliper, so it won't matter.
So is that
lateral movement?
Is that lift? It plays a little bit like natural amortization.
Yes. That's
right.
Yeah. So and that one's the same. We've got a little bit of play there. And everything.
One day we will have to talk about the chassis when it's stripped.
Yes.
I'm gonna come to you and we will talk about chassis.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can explain to people how it works.
This is very technical stuff, the chassis.
Yeah.
It's chrome molybdenum tubing, and we have this bronze welding here, and the way that the bends are formed and the way it's treated and how it's welded together is very important. It's a very specific process. been doing go-karts for the last 5 years, yeah.
And before that, when you've been younger?
I did single-seaters.
Single-seaters?
Yeah. Oval racing, stock car racing.
Oh, is that something like American Indy 500?
In the UK version.
UK version?
Yeah, the short oval stock car racing. I did that from the age of 12.
Oh, 12?
12, yeah.
In single-seater?
I was still 11. It was a month before my 12th birthday, and I did my first race in the junior mini stock at Wimbledon Stadium. You should never be too rigid in your setup. You should always be experimenting with change. Apparently there was a bit of talk on the Facebook about the type of tyres we're using. You may want to have a look at that. See this marking here, NFA?
Yeah.
That is the tyre that we have to use now.
It's a Bridgestone, it's still Bridgestone.
It's a Bridgestone tyre, and it's a tyre specifically supplied to the UK. Right, wheels and tyres, side pods.
Made a side by side.
Side pod stickers don't last very long.
That's true, that's true.
We call it podding.
Podding?
Podding.
Wow, I'm gonna remember it.
When you race so close to other karts that you're rubbing.
Ah, so you literally side pod by side podding.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good advice to have a checklist, like a checklist where you tick everything, where you put it in, you tied it, you tick it.
I do. You ever speak to Wayne Edwards? He often calls me Notepad Nick because I always had a notepad in my pocket.
Uh-huh.
And whenever I was doing work on the karts and things, I always writing the notes down to begin with, and I still do to a certain extent. And that's how because I haven't got a great memory, and it was just an easy way for me to remember how to put everything back together or put things back in the same way that they came apart. That's it, and that's that one done.
Now all drivers to the start finish line immediately, please. Thank you.
Well, if you leave it like that, it'll be fine.
There we go. We're going that way.
Right, guys, so drivers just behind me, they all gridded up, all in their positions, and we're starting for our race. And of course, we're starting to find as much information as possible. Let's start this season.